Good evening and welcome to Jeevan's News at 8. I'm Harsha. Let's look at the top stories of the day. 2 more feet to orange alert. Water level reached to 2,392 feet. Dam will be opened before level reaches 2,400 feet, says MM Money. Lavalin case, Pinarayi Vijayan should face trial, says CBI in Supreme Court. Allegations were confirmed, says Chenithala. Suicide attempt at Supplyco office in Aluva Taluk. Attempt for authorities denied ration benefits. Bandipur traffic ban cannot be lifted, says National Tiger Conservative Authority. Accident in Maharashtra, 32 killed as bus falls off mountain road. Victims from University of Agriculture at Konkan. Now the news in detail. Power Minister MM Money said Saturday that the Idukki Dam will be opened before its water level reaches 2,400 feet. There are chances of more rains lashing the region. As a precautionary measure, the dam will not be opened in the night, Money said at the meeting of pupils' representatives.
The government has also taken the measure to let the waters of Mullaperia through the spillway. The maximum capacity of Idukki Dam is 2,403 feet. Presently, the water level in the dam is 2,392.9 feet. The minister has clarified that dam would be opened before the water level reaches 2,400 feet in order to avoid any dangers. All necessary measures have been taken to deal with the emergency situation. Revenue Additional Chief Secretary P.H. Kurian will coordinate the safety measures. Earlier, officials of the Revenue, Electricity and Irrigation Department had special formed team to conduct a survey on the bottom side of the dam. The minister clarified that the measure to relocate those staying the downstream of the Periyar River will be initiated.
400ലേക്ക് 2400ലേക്ക് തന്നെ പോകണം എന്ന് നമ്മൾ ചിന്തിക്കണ്ട. അത് ഒറ്റയടിക്ക് തുറക്കുന്നതിനെ പറ്റി ചിന്തിച്ചാൽ അതിപ്പരം കുഴപ്പം വേറെ തന്നെ വരും.
The water level at Mullaperia Dam also rising. Presently, the water level dam is 134.9 feet. Tamil Nadu has clarified earlier that it would allow the water till 142 feet. In this scenario, a high-power committee will visit the dam on August 4. The meeting demanded that the visit by the high-power committee should be postponed. Jasi George MP and other MLAs of the district participated in the meeting. Jeevan News, Idukki.
The Central Bureau of Investigation has informed the Supreme Court that the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, who was also the former Minister for Electricity, should face a trial in Lavalin case.
CBI has clarified in opposing affidavit that no change would occur in Lavalin contract without Pinarayi's knowledge. High Court had earlier ordered to exclude Pinarayi, K. Mohanachandran, former Secretary of Power Department, and A. Francis, former Joint Secretary of Power Department, from the case. CBI notified their stand on the petition filed by K.G. Rajashekharan, R. Shivadasan and Kasturi Rangan against the High Court verdict. The Azansi Lavalin Kerala hydroelectric scandal is financial scandal related to a hydroelectric infrastructure contract between the Indian government and the Canadian company Azansi Lavalin in 1995. The contract outlined the renovation and modernization of the hydroelectric power stations at Pallivassal, Sengulam and Panniyar that were originally installed between 1940 and 1964 in Idukki districts of Kerala, India. Several politicians were involved and eventually charged in the case, including former ministers of Indian National Congress G. Karthikeyan and Pinarayi Vijayan, the first ever corruption-related prosecution of a Politburo member by the Communist Party of India. However, on November 5, 2013, Pinarayi Vijayan and 6 other accused were cleared of charges by the Central Bureau of Investigation. On August 23, 2017, the Kerala High Court ruled on the case and Pinarayi Vijayan was acquitted again. The court ruled that the allegations against him were not based on the facts. The High Court observed that though other electricity ministers were also involved in the decision, the CBI had only mentioned Pinarayi Vijayan and the charge sheet. News Desk, Jeevan.
The central government has directed to stay the further proceedings of proposed bypass in Kiratu. The 3D alignment notification of the project has also been frozen. The government's direction is to stay all the proceedings of the project till a further notice.
The central government team had earlier submitted a report demanding the re-examination of bypass alignment. It has been informed that this will be considered by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. The government has also planned to conduct a discussion with those protesting against the bypass. The report of the central team, which studied the alignment of the proposed Kira-2 bypass, had sought a re-examination of it. The report had also said that the concerns voiced by the environmental organizations and the Kira-2 protest committee are true. The central team had earlier directed to preserve the paddy fields through which the road passes. The road, which is of 100 meters of width, passes through the fields, and this will affect both the environment and farmers. All measures should be taken to ensure that low-lying area Kira-2 is not submerged in water. The alignment should be changed in a way that the flow of the canal is not disrupted. The alignment should be changed in a way that the flow of the canal is not disrupted. The implementation of the project should be moved from the existing alignment site. The alternate proposal suggested by environmental activists should be considered. The report had also said that the existing alignment should be continued only if no other alternate measures. News Desk, Jeevan.
A person attempted to commit suicide at a Supplyco office in Alua after he was denied ration benefits. It was Edatala native Abdul Rahman who tried to kill himself at Alua Taluk Supplyco office.
He doused his body with petrol and set himself on fire. After pouring petrol all over his body, he ran into Supplyco office and tried to ignite himself. Seeing this, a staff in the Supplyco rushed to him and averted the attempt. Abdul Rahman later told the police that over the past 1.5 years he had taken walking up and down the office for getting his ration benefits, but of no avail. News Desk, Jeevan.
The National Tiger Conservation Authority clarified that the traffic ban through Bandipur forest cannot be lifted. Several activists had staged a protest against the Kerala government's proposal to lift the ban on night traffic through Bandipur Tiger Reserve. The activists got support after Karnataka maintained that the ban should stay.
Placard carried by the activists read, "Forest is for wildlife, don't lift night traffic ban." And some also carried Mahatma Gandhi's quote, "The greatness of the nation can be judged by the way as the animals are treated." Activists have concern that the opening of night traffic will pose a threat to wildlife and they might be killed by vehicles. They said the traffic current ban is based on the Karnataka High Court Order 2010. Traffic has been banned through the Tigers Reserve from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. following the directive issued by the Chamarajanagar District Administration 2009. This was challenged in the High Court of Karnataka, which upheld the decision, and issue is now pending before the Supreme Court. National Desk, Jeevan.
For resorting to mudslinging against Kochi college student and junior film artist Hanan, the police have arrested Muslim League activist Nuruddin, a native of Wayanad. It was he who first kicked off the negative campaign against Hanan.
Police said those who have shared this video will also be legally trapped. He is being questioned by the police team led by Assistant Commissioner Lalit. He has been imposed a non-bailable warrant including IT Act 67, punishment for publishing or transmitting obscene materials in the electronic form, IPC 509, IPC 34 and Kerala Police Act 120 Clause O have been imposed on Nuruddin. Cochin police on Friday recorded the statement of the girl regarding the cyber attack that had been going to against her. Meanwhile, Nuruddin has said that a video posted on the Facebook page that made allegation based on the information given by the online media cameraman. After hearing about the girl's story, I reached there to help her, but this cameraman used me for their rating. I have not said anything against her. I only conveyed doubt in the mind of the people. All those who shared my video are offenders. Police have not arrested me yet, he said in the video. Jeevan News, Kochi.
Now let's look at the responses of Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan on the issue of Hanan.
വസ്തുതകളായിരിക്കണം നാടിൻ്റെ മുമ്പിൽ അവതരിപ്പിക്കുന്നത്. ഏതെങ്കിലും കേട്ട് തെറ്റിദ്ധരിച്ച് എഴുതുന്നവരും ചിലരുണ്ടാകുന്നുണ്ട്. ചിലത് ബോധപൂർവം കാര്യങ്ങൾ വളച്ചൊടിച്ച് അവതരിപ്പിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ശ്രമിക്കുന്നവരും.
MC Josephine, the state chairperson of Women's Commission, said that most victims of cyber attack in Kerala are women. She also expressed her concern on the habit of using social media, including Facebook, for attacking women.
Josephine was talking after visiting Hanan, the college student who sold fish for livelihood. The Women's Commission will support Hanan. The attack against Hanan, who is economically backward, is very brutal. Social media should circulate the truth. Cyber attacks which affect the privacy of society has become a huge concern. A way of prostituting the Malayalam language is being seen.
വനിതാ കമ്മീഷൻ സ്വമേധയാ തന്നെ ഈ സംഭവം അറിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ കോഴിക്കോടായിരുന്നു കേസ് എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് സ്വമേധയാ. കേരളത്തിലെ സ്ത്രീകളോട് എനിക്ക് അഭ്യർത്ഥിക്കാനുള്ളത് ഈ സൈബർ ആക്രമണത്തിനെതിരായുള്ള പോരാട്ടത്തിൽ കേരളത്തിലെ സ്ത്രീകൾ ശക്തമായ പോരാട്ടം, ശക്തമായ സമരം ഉയർത്തിക്കൊണ്ടുവരണം. ഹനാൻ കൂടി ഒരു ഇരയാണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് മാറി നിൽക്കുകയല്ല. ഈ പോരാട്ടത്തിൽ സൈബർ ആക്രമണത്തിനുള്ള പോരാട്ടത്തിൽ ഹനാനും പങ്കെടുക്കണമെന്നാണ് എനിക്ക് ആ കുട്ടിയോട് അഭ്യർത്ഥിക്കുന്നത്.
Hanan suffered from social media bullying. It is really sad that Hanan, who fights for her survival, had to face such a situation. We will conduct trials of those people who harassed Hanan through social media in separate sittings, MC Josephine clarified. News Desk, Jeevan.
DMK leader M. Karunanidhi was shifted to the Kaveri Hospital from his residence in Gopalapuram around 1:15 a.m. on Saturday following a serious health decline. Karunanidhi was admitted with low blood pressure and his condition is stable, said a press release from the hospital. DMK working president M.K. Stalin on Friday had informed that the party president Pillaina M. Karunanidhi's health has improved and he is recovering steadily. Top AIADMK leaders of Paneerselvam, P. Thangamani, S.P. Velumani and D. Jayakumar had visited Karunanidhi on Friday, resulting in rumours of serious health deterioration. The police remain clueless about the identity of the person who stabbed Abhimanyu, SFI leader of Maharajas College. In the meantime, the remand report says that Sanish, a sixth accused in the case, brought the weapons to the campus.
However, the police have no information on the identity of the person who stabbed Abhimanyu. This is not said in the remand report as well. Police said that Sanish burnished a knife against Abhimanyu. Sanish had given statement that both the others had weapons with him. However, the attacker's stab resulted Abhimanyu's death is not yet confirmed. On the night incident, he caused a fearful atmosphere in the campus by showing knife. The remand report also says Sanish brought brick in around the timber stick along with the knife. Jeevan News, Kochi.
A bus on its way to a hill station fell into a gorge in Raigad district of Maharashtra this afternoon, killing 33 passengers. The bus was carrying 34 staff members of an agriculture university in the Konkan region. It fell into a 500 feet deep gorge at Ambanali Ghat near Polandpur town, around 180 km. 33 passengers died in the accident, which took place at around 12:30 p.m. SP Anil Paraskar said the passengers were on their way to Mahabaleshwar for a picnic when the driver lost control of the vehicle while negotiating a turn and fell into the gorge. A team of the National Disaster Response Force has been called. A dozen ambulances and 15 doctors have also reached the spot, additional SP Sanjay Patel said. A blood-red moon dazzled stargazers across much of the world on July 27 to 28 when it moved into Earth's shadow for the longest lunar eclipse of the 21st century. From the Cape of Good Hope to the Middle East and from the Kremlin to Sydney Harbour, thousands of people turned their eyes to the stars to watch the moon, which turned dark before shining orange, brown and crimson in the shadow. The total eclipse lasted 1 hour, 42 minutes and 57 seconds through a partial eclipse preceded and follows, meaning the moon will spend a total of nearly 4 hours. The fullest eclipse was visible from Europe, Russia, Africa, the Middle East and much of Asia and Australia, though clouds blocked out the moon in same places. North America missed out this lunar eclipse but can look forward to the next 1 year on January 21, 2019. The Delhi High Court today saw the centre's response on PIL seeking direction to outline The biometric and Aadhaar details of missing persons, including children, aged and mentally challenged, so that they can be reunited with their families.
A bench of acting Chief Justice Geeta Mittal and Singh Harishankar issued the notice on Ministry of Home Affairs on the plea, which also sought the direction to the authorities to spread the awareness in this regard to track the pre-extended biometric and other detail for the reuniting missing persons with their family across the country. The bench asked the ministry to file an action taking report on the representation made by the petitioner, Advocate Amit Shah, to the authorities and listed the matter for further hearing on November 13. The petition said that Centre is directed to issue the appropriate and mandatory direction to the authorities for utilizing biometric Aadhaar of missing children, aged persons and mentally challenged persons immediately for the purpose of tracing and unitering them their family when they are rescued by any department. It said the petitioner was not challenging any question of law which is already pending a justification before the Supreme Court, that is, the constitutional validity of the Aadhaar. The plea referred up the statistics of the National Crime Record Bureau 2016, as per the which total missing person 5,49,008 and untraced unknown 3,19,627. In that case, mentally challenged women are rescued by the Delhi police and produced before the Metropolitan Magistrate Abhilash Malhotra, which directed the authority to help the victim to undergo the process of Aadhaar, which revealed that the biometric records and pre-existed in the Aadhaar database. The police obtained her details, Unique Identification Authority of India, and after which she was then reunited with her family. National Desk, Jeevan.
Truckers are all set to resume services as the All India Motor Transport Congress on Friday called off the nationwide strike after the centre assured it that some of its demands would be considered.
The indefinite strike had hit the common man hard, with the prices of vegetables soaring because of shortage in supplies. The strike had also hit the workers, with several industrial units declaring layoffs till resumption of normal lorry services. The truckers' strike had led to a decline in supply. As a result, the prices went up. On Thursday, a few lorries transported goods to the market, but they too were off the road due to the strong opposition from the Lorry Owners Association, and they had to bring in goods on pickup vans. 1 kg of big onions cost rupees 24 as against rupees 15 last week. Potatoes the cost of rupees 13 to 14 a kg sold at rupees 21. Capsicum that was sold at a price of rupees 35 to rupees 40 a kg last week was being sold at high price of rupees 80 a kg. Carrots were being sold at rupees 37 to 42 a kg. Carrots had to come from Uttagamandalam and the supply was affected because of the incessant rain. M. Anwar, a wholesale trader in the Dobad market, said that only a few lorries were arriving at the market due to various risks of the vehicle being hit with stones. President of Pondicherry Chamber of Industries, V.E. Thirumal, told The Hindu that half of the 250 MSME units at Mettupalayam Industrial Estate had stopped functioning because of the shortage of raw material. The firms depend on raw materials from other states were the worst hit. The companies started laying people off since there was no production. Only those companies that import raw material were functioning. These companies normally stock imported raw material for 6 months, he said. The finished goods could not be transported to customers because of the strike. The forced shutdown had resulted in a revenue loss of rupees 3 crore a day to the Union Territory. News Desk, Jeevan.
Sports News. Kerala Blasters FC and Girona FC face off at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Kochi in what will be the final match of the Toyota Yaris La Liga World Tournament. The Blasters are coming off the back of a humiliating 0-6 loss to A-League side Melbourne City FC, while Girona defeated the same opposition 6-0 earlier on Friday. The writing is on the wall. Girona are much stronger than the City Blues, and David James' team will have to be much disciplined if they want to avoid another big defeat. Before we wind up, let's look at the headlines once again. 2 more feet to orange alert. Water level reached to 2,392 feet. Dam will be opened before level reaches 2,400 feet, says Emma Money. Lavalin case, Pinarayi Vijayan should face trial, says CBI in Supreme Court. Allegations were confirmed, says Chenitala. Suicide attempt at Supplyco office in Alua Taluk. Attempt for authorities denied ration benefits. Bandipur traffic ban cannot be lifted, says National Tiger Conservative Authority. Accident in Maharashtra, 32 killed as bus falls off mountain road. Victims from University of Agriculture at Kongan. And that's all for now from the English News Desk. Thank you for watching and good night.